We're so happy to have you on this call, on this webinar, to learn more about what we've been working on, specifically around rewards and more, and talk a little bit about what's coming next. So we're super excited for that. And, just a little housekeeping, of course, if there's anything that, you want to ask us, we do have a Slack community. We use Slack because you can use it on the desktop, you can use it on the phone. Eventually, when Teams has that functionality for cross-company, we'll probably move to Microsoft Teams. But, we are launching a Slack app, so, we are impartial of who we work with, Microsoft or Slack or whomever, as far as our integrations go. But yeah, reach out to me on LinkedIn, find me on LinkedIn, or follow Recognize on LinkedIn. Reach out to me. Always happy to have a call with our customers. We love our community, we love our customers, and we want to hear from you. Even if we can't get to what your feature requests are right now today, it definitely goes into a list. It goes into a roadmap. We care a lot about what you have to say. So, but yeah, in this webinar, we're going to talk about rewards, the manager as well. So some rewards updates. The managers get, a company admin dashboard similar to what company admins have. Talk a little bit what's coming with Amazon. We'll sneak peek into that and some other fun things that we've been doing. And then I'll talk more along the way of, things that we're going to be doing in the future. Also, just make sure, things from the past, it's always, I feel very emotional, or I guess I could say very, I feel just a visceral experience when I hear people, are a Microsoft company, they have Microsoft Teams, but they haven't added Recognize to Microsoft Teams, or, they didn't know that we're launching a survey system with the Net Promoter Score, or, we've added point allocation, point budgeting. So not just only by budgeting by badge, but you can budget by points now. We've covered that in past webinars. Also fun things like, the 10 word count, making sure that every recognition is at least 10 words. That's a setting in your company admin. So there's a lot of things there that we've been adding, may or may not be aware of. Definitely review, audit your program, reach out to us if you have any questions. And so just checking, all those great features that we've already launched, already live, reach out to us to learn more about that, or check if you have that enabled for you. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Thanks everyone for joining. So let's talk about rewards and what we've been doing around there. It should be live for everybody at this point, which is essentially, so far you've been able to curate which rewards you choose, which items you have in your catalog, if you have rewards enabled in your account. You can have your own company items, such as a day off, parking spot, but you can also, choose which gift cards, like Amazon and Visa and Starbucks. But what about, just having all the gift cards, all the rewards available just automatically, right? So that's what we call our managed catalog. So let's go over to the browser here. Of course, this is how it looks on Microsoft Teams or, Outlook. But essentially, when you go into create a reward now, a reward catalog, you can create a catalog that's called a managed catalog. And this managed catalog meaning that we Recognize will provide all the rewards, charities, and prepaid Visa cards and MasterCards automatically whenever they come available. So if we get a new brand, it's available to your employees to redeem. So if I click on the rewards, we'll see that by default now. So I've created that catalog of that rewards, right? So we have categories now as well. And by the way, we are working on those categories. Like vacation's probably going to become travel, right? So we're working on continuing to refine the categories. So that's going to get some work as time goes on. It's a work in progress. But what this allows is your employees can start discovering brands they may or may not have been aware of. And another thing that we've done in that process is added delayed rewards as well. So we've been able to expand our offering. So, on my whiteboard in my office, I've had a list of things I want to see with Recognize, and I've had it there for years. And one of those is having at least 10,000 reward options, right? And so, for years we had, quite a bit of number of gift cards. We've been able to expand that thanks to digital delivery. That didn't quite get us to 10,000, but Amazon does. So we'll talk more about that. It does get us beyond 10,000 reward items, which again has been a goal of mine for years with Recognize. Super happy to see that that finally come to fruition. We'll talk more about Amazon in a minute, but we have now, like I was saying, these digital rewards that, the delivery isn't instant. It may take a few days. Now, I know that might be not as convenient as instant, but it does allow us to expand the number of offerings exponentially that we have available. And you'll be able to see what those are in the newly redesigned rewards page here. Now, if you go into a specific category, then it will go to the kind of view that you look like before. The standard UI, where you are familiar with this. That will be whatever is exactly that brand, right? But each time you come to the rewards, by default, it will pull in a random set of categories, much like you see on something like Amazon's website, to be able to browse and discover brands that you may not know that we provide. It's been really fun on our team, even discovering some of the brands that I didn't know that we had, that I really love. So that's been really exciting. So that's a bit about the delayed rewards and how you can enable it. It's as easy as creating a new catalog for that. I did want to mention that, what happens with your existing catalog. Well, let's go over to, the catalog from, the traditional catalog that we have, where it's like curated list of combination of things that you provide, maybe a day off, parking spot, etc. But also the gift cards you've already enabled. Now, those will continue to be in that rewards catalog that you've set up in the past. So, if you have the automatic catalog and now, your original catalog, which is, I would recommend renaming to maybe company items. If you don't have any company items, then I recommend simply disabling that catalog. You can just go to the settings there and disable it. I recommend doing that and then having only the automatic catalog that you create. Again, you do that by clicking create catalog. There's documentation in our help. If you're not familiar with our help section, super robust, managed by some of the people on this team on this call. So, definitely check that out. But yeah, you just click on manage catalog and follow the steps. Now, if you do have company items in your catalog, like day off, parking spot, those offline rewards, those things that you offer, like maybe a box of sweatshirts, a coffee with the boss, you're probably going to want to go and either create a new catalog. If you have a lot of gift cards enabled, it might be easiest just to recreate that sweatshirt, recreate that coffee with the boss in a brand new catalog and offer that as company items, and it's all clean. Of course, you can always disable the gift cards as well. Over here on the right, to kind of deprecate the gift cards you've set up manually. Now, again, if you don't want to offer all rewards to everybody, you want to choose specifically which rewards to enable, then yeah, continue to do exactly what you're doing today, which is great. So that's a bit about what's gone live with rewards. And of course, it's available on the web in our integrations. It's coming, for mobile as well. We'll be having more features on mobile for searching and things like that, making it easier on the mobile app, coming soon, next Q1 2024. But let's go on to the next thing, which is the manager dashboard. So for the longest time, we wanted to give more functionality, more analytics to the managers, and the easiest way for us to do that, the quickest and easiest way, was to replicate exactly what we do for the company admin. So if you come in as a company admin, you'll see this dashboard, right? And you can have these different tabs here for engagement, as well as the top or bottom percentages of employees. Everyone should know you can go to the top employees page as an admin and say, hey, I want to see only managers, for instance, and I want those folks to tell me which ones are sending less than one recognition this quarter, right? And pulling up that list, right? So you can do high achievers, low achievers as an admin. Now, what's nice is if you're also a manager, then you'll instantly know how this works now for managers. So managers now have the exact same functionality, essentially top employees engagement and then recognition engagement score. And now what was originally their default page, the top employees, is now on a tab, right? And hopefully everyone has enabled that manager notifications. So in your settings in the company admin, managers get a weekly nudge. We went over that last webinar. Every manager should get a weekly nudge on their direct reports in order of the person who's received recognition the least. But what's new for this webinar is this dashboard. So being able to, as a manager, know how many recognitions in a given time period have been sent. What does the team actually represent as far as the, the analytics, the quantifiable, company value analytics, and, as well as all the, the kind of the preview of the top employees. Of course, you can get that data, more granular on the top employees tab. And this, again, is your specific direct report. So just giving more control to the managers, similar to what they had in the, well, I don't know what's going on here. A little live demo here. The demo gods have struck. We'll have to, oh, here we go. There it goes. Just took a second for pulling in this analytics. Great. Happy to see it load. But yeah, being able to see, what is your team's engagement in the tool as a manager, not just an admin. So really happy about that. If there's other manager reports you want to see, we do have in our roadmap exportable PDFs using AI summarizing staff's performance in Recognize. Of course, you can go into anyone's profile as a manager and use that data in that performance review, reviewing those recognitions they've received and sent in the program. So highly recommend incorporating that in your performance review. But we do want to continue to build out exportable reports for managers around direct reports to, again, continue to enhance that performance review experience and beyond. But what is live is this new manager dashboard. So we're super excited about having that, and I hope that benefits you all. And again, any feedback, we're more than all ears. So, okay, next is what's coming with Amazon Business. So we're super honored to have the partnership with Amazon, be a premier vendor of theirs, and will be advertised on their website coming soon. And what that means is you're going to be able to simply enable Amazon products in your rewards catalog. So that does definitely take us way beyond 10,000 reward options in our catalog. It's basically endless possibilities, especially with the content around Amazon Prime and the Kindle and Audible. And these things are going to be available to your staff. You're going to be able to offer these things to your staff as part of your rewards, total rewards package. You do good in a company, you get recognized for the core competencies through the badging, you can then redeem Amazon. Amazon is our #1 gift card. So we're super excited to be able to offer the actual products. So if I click on create catalog, what will be coming soon, this is a work in progress. This is going to go live in, Q1, early Q1, hopefully January, for mid-market, for enterprise customers, the silver package or the gold package, as it once was called. But essentially, just like, today we have, or in the past, we've had custom catalogs. Today, we have managed catalogs. What's coming very soon is Amazon Business Catalog. So you do need to connect your Amazon Business to your Recognize account. There's simply just going to be a button that you press, just like signing in with Microsoft, signing in with Slack, sign in with Amazon. And you're going to connect your Amazon Business. So you create an Amazon Business account. This gives you complete control and also visibility into spend, all within Amazon. And that's obviously exportable to or connecting to HRIS and things like that on the spend in Amazon Business. And it'll be able to show you who's spending on what and things like that. So I've already created one, so let's go ahead and enable it. So it's as easy as clicking enable here. There's that link to connect to Amazon Business. And then if I go to the rewards catalog, it's now connecting to Amazon to pull in that, the world of Amazon into Recognize. So, this is essentially the complete catalog of Amazon. The categories, that was a stepping stone, really. It's great to have it now for our rewards and all the, it's one of the things that I really wanted to see was categories. So it's easier to browse your rewards. It wasn't easy to browse before. And again, all of this is coming to mobile as well. We want to have one-to-one priority between the mobile app and the website. So just, it's the same experience. So working on mobile coming soon, but the website did come in first. This is available in Microsoft Teams or SharePoint or different integrations, but the categories. But this allows us to then connect the categories for Amazon. So you're going to be able to see things, like I said, the Kindle or Amazon, Prime Video, being able to redeem a video for the family using your Recognize points and doing it from your phone, super powerful. So, not going to spend too much time on this. There's a lot more work to do. around connecting it, but like you'll see, you'll say fulfilled by Amazon here, right? So you'll see where it comes from, the products, just like all the other products, fulfilled by, Recognize, or fulfilled by you, or fulfilled by, Amazon. And so you can, essentially that's the idea here, is the catalog is used by, Amazon, and then you have USD, automatic rewards, and then, the company items, right? So similar experience, all three. And, so coming soon, super excited about that. It's just going to be, enabled at some point for everybody. We're going to have a lot more correspondence around that, trying to remind people to get ready to connect their Amazon business account to it. There is no markup, just like the gift cards on the Amazon business. So please consider that as part of your reward choice. So that
Hey,
is Amazon.
Alex, we had a
Yeah,
couple of questions come in
great.
about Amazon Business. So the first question is so the company can choose which Amazon items that employees can specifically redeem with their points, or is this in an individualized Amazon Business account per employee?
Oh yeah, no, it's an Amazon business of your entire company. And as I understand it, I haven't spent too much time inside Amazon business, I'll be honest. But as I understand it, you can choose the categories of things that can be in your Amazon business. So it's not, things that might be more personal, things that you want to have that would be appropriate for a business related rewards catalog.
Perfect. And if the employee wants to return the item they purchased, would they automatically receive a refund to their reward point balance, or would that be refunded via an Amazon e-gift card?
That's a very good question. That's why I love doing these webinars. Is Peter on the line? Is he in the chat?
Let's see. I don't think Peter joined us today, but I can save this question and we can follow up
Yeah,
via email.
really good question. As I believe I understand it, all refunds are done through Amazon. It would be nice if those turn back into points and Recognize. That would be how I would like to see it done. That hasn't been discussed with me so far. That's a really good question, and way to think it through. What else?
Thanks, Alex. That's it for now. Thanks,
Okay,
Ashley.
awesome. Thanks. So yeah, just a little bit of, thinking about how to make Recognize more fun. We're always trying to think about, multiple levels, from, big feature items like the rewards, to just making things just a little bit more easier to use, right? We have a lot of things in the kind of the pipeline around that. But one little thing was making it so that, when you do +1, it has the, thumbs kind of animate upward, right? And just kind of showing a little more animation. You're going to see a little bit about, animation coming here as well. And this kind of led us to thinking, since we added the emojis, the +1 has become, basically kind of antiquated at this point. It should be deprecated or changed in some way. And so, what we're working on, thinking about, for Q, really for I would say H1, if not Q1, H1, the first half of 2024, is making it so that the +1, you just disable it, just turn it off completely, because you have the emojis. But if you're applying a point value to the +1, which you can do today, and if you're not familiar, look it up in our help, or, it's really simple. Just go to the essentially the badges point system. I'll just go in there. I think it's points, and then settings, and then, sending receiving a like. You can apply points to it. So points, settings. Now, if you have a transparent point strategy, 1 point equals $1, US dollar, for instance, it's pretty expensive to be giving $1 for every recognition. So, we recommend maybe more of a gamification strategy, 100 to 1, 100 points equals $1. That way, 20 points is 20 cents, right? So giving a little bit back. I know it's a bit less of an intrinsic motivator. It's more of an extrinsic motivator. But customers that do enable points for receiving a like, and also sending a like, you press a like and you get a little bit back. You get 5 points for that. It can be really minimal. You know, we're not sure about sending points, but for receiving points, what we're thinking about is changing it so that when you do give a like, it reduces off of your point balance. So this is the point allocation. If you don't see this in your program or wonder what this is part of the point allocation. It's in the menu, company admin, points, and then point allocation. It does take a second to load this page because it does pull in a lot of data crunching. But this is where you can assign points to people. These are not pre-purchase points or anything like that. It's just simply saying you can't give more than this many points. Right now, specifically for sending recognition. We do want to expand, the +1 so that it does have points. It comes off of your point value. Then you know exactly how many points you'll be giving for the receiving component. You're taking your points, you're giving it to the person who did this. You're boosting it essentially. Boosting is something that we're thinking more about a lot, being able to add a boost here, a little bit more about a roadmap. Essentially when I choose a badge, let's say it's worth 5 points, well, maybe that's a starting point. Maybe I can give additional points, maybe 5 shows here on the right, and I can increase it to 10, 20, 30, depending on my budget, right? So something that we're thinking more about, kind of like a boost roadmap item for the first part of 2024. And just doing this little fun animation has got us really thinking about it. So it's really interesting that something small can lead to something actually really significant. Another fun thing we did was we made it so that if you do come to the anniversary page as the recipient, so here I am receiving my happy birthday, there's animation that comes over the page. It's taking the badge name and displaying it in large text over the page. So it's a surprise and delight feature. Again, it happens for birthdays as well as anniversaries. So if you have a first year service, it would say first year of service over the screen, and it's only for the recipients. And if you're curious about the gift there, definitely encourage you to find gifts online. You can use them as images in your anniversary program and beyond. And by the way, just a little side note, we are going to be launching a new series of badges for holiday badges. Our team specifically makes badges for the different seasons and switches them out each season, for winter, spring, summer, and maybe around certain holidays. And just using the same set of values and core competencies, but changing them for the holidays, which is going to be really fun, by the way. So those are a couple of little tips on things coming as well, and then more resources as well. So those are just a couple of fun things that we're doing, and look for more things like that in the future. Awesome. So yeah, 6 minutes left. Sounds like we're gonna be perfect on time. But I do want to mention some things that we're working on. We already launched that employee net promoter score. It is feature flag per customer. So that's something that you want to test or try out. Reach out to us. We can help you do that. On the pricing page, it's listed right now for the enterprise package or the gold package. But if you're a mid-market customer, you want to try the survey system, more than happy to let you give that a go for free. We're not going to be charging anything for the net promoter score, but we are going to be launching a second product along with Recognize, which will be our survey system. You can use them both together, which will make the experience even better together, because when you complete a survey, the end goal will be you get points for that. So hey, complete the pulse survey. You get some points for that. You complete the employee happiness survey, engagement survey, the annual or biannual survey. You can get additional points for that. It's going to lead to higher adoption. It's also going to be in Microsoft Teams. It's going to be in Slack. So you're going to be able to, using ChatGPT, AI, being able to eventually chat with the survey system. The first version will simply be integrated with Teams to complete the survey, Slack as well, and being able to have any survey you want and being able to set that up. So we're working on that. We're designing that. Q1 is the goal for the first version, and then each quarter coming out with new features around, again, just bring it to where your employees work, which is, Outlook, Teams, whatever, right? Mobile, finding where they work, being there, using the latest technology, and then being able to help companies save money. If you're already doing surveys, having Recognize plus using Recognize surveys, we're going to find out, find a way to help you save money from having 2 different providers. So look for that. Look for what's coming with that. Again, the employee net promoter score survey, just our first go at surveys, that is available for free. Let us know. We can activate it and get you going with that, which essentially is a customizable single qualifiable question. Typically, would you promote this company to your friends and family, and then on a 1 to 10 scale, and then tell us why. And then there's a qualitative question as well. So that's available today. We've gone over that in past webinars. More than happy to help with learning more about that. But again, general surveys, adding any survey you want, the Q12, employee happiness, etc. Pulse surveys is coming, and that's going to be a second product line with Recognize. So super excited about that. For notifications, you get emails from Recognize. Some of them may continue to be emails, but a lot of those notifications are going to start coming into Microsoft Teams through a bot, and that Teams bot and Slack bot, etc., is going to power our surveys eventually. It's just going to bring everything all into one place, make it super easy to utilize Recognize, and not have to jump back and forth between your emails. So super excited about that. Also, we've heard loud and clear nominations need to be better. They need to be automated. So working on that for Q1, and maybe sometimes things get pushed because we want things to be quality. So we're willing to push things if it doesn't mean it's going to be a quality launch. So it may come out in Q2, but nominations will allow you to basically automate the winners, notify winners, posting them to Teams, maybe posting just the nominations, seeing what those are, having options around that. So that's coming. Something we're already doing with one customer, and we want to expand that to all of our customers, which is sending cards for anniversaries, sending in the mail. And that's the only tricky part, is getting the address, either through a user sync or a spreadsheet. The address is the one tricky part. But we are now able to send postcards with your branding for saying happy anniversary, happy birthday. It's an amazing experience to get those cards in the mail. You put them on your refrigerator, you put them on your desk. So that is coming. We're looking into ways to making it free for our customers for at least the first year. We're really trying to make it so that everyone adopts the postcards as they are rolled out. Again, we're piloting it with one customer. Once we work out the kinks, we're going to definitely launch it to everybody and bring up more around the anniversary postcards. Mobile is top of mind. I'll be honest, our roadmap's been a little bit slow on that. We've been revamping the entire send recognition flow. And that's just taking a little bit of work to work out all the nuances of the badges and the mechanics around that. But it's a much better experience. And then, as soon as that goes live, moving right into the rewards, focusing on rewards on mobile. If you're a customer that uses the mobile app, look for things around that. We want to put nominations in next year in 2024 into the mobile app. So, just continuing to make mobile a fantastic product and easy to use and a delight for customers is our goal, especially coming into 2024. And then something as well I'll mention is this is not a product, but this is for helping your employees, your new managers, people that may have never heard about Recognize before, weren't part of the original launch. We want to help them know how to use Recognize. If you don't know how to use it, you don't know where to use it, you don't have to use it, you may not use it, right? And so the webinar training, basically when someone, we can be notifying new employees, hey, come to the training. It's a 15-minute session or 30-minute session. We're still working out the length. One is going to be for managers. I believe it's a 30-minute one for employees and then a 30-minute webinar for managers. And that's just going to help them know how to use Recognize, where to use Recognize, and be able to ask questions in the webinar, just like you can ask questions here with me live. So every month we want to have webinars, or even more frequently if we can maybe automate them. But basically trainings for your employees and just supporting you more on ongoing training of users of Recognize. Awesome. We're exactly at 30-minute mark. People can go longer than now. Otherwise, we can close here. But if there's any questions, we can wrap up with those now.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex. Taking a look at the chat now. We had some questions come in through that Brittany and I were able to field, but it looks like we have got everybody covered. Looks like there's some excitement for the webinar offering. That is really cool. I think that's going to help out a lot of our customers, and we're really excited to be able to offer that. So we will definitely keep you all posted. If you would like to email us. We have an email that's dedicated now to enablement. It's team@recognizeapp.com. And you can email that specific email address with any questions that you have about enablement or resources. We will be sending out a link to the recording of the webinar, so you all will receive that by the end of the week. In case there are any other questions, you can also email our support team. And we thank you all for joining us today. And thanks for bearing with me. I'm actually under the weather, and that's why I haven't been sharing my video. So appreciate you all and your questions today. Thanks,
Thanks
Alex.
so much. Thanks, Becca. Thanks, everybody.